Hey everyone, it's Skylar. Welcome back to the channel. I know we're getting another little video, only because I've promised to do this review for you guys. But it's going to be no spoilers, and I have my coffee in hand, which is good. So we're reviewing Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, which is also known as Beetlejuice 2, that came out this year in 2024. And it stars, here we go, Michael Keaton, who wants to be called Michael Douglas Keaton, or Michael Keaton Douglas, as he wants to be called now. Winona Ryder, Catherine O'Hara, William Dafoe, Jenna Ortega, and Monica Bellucci. So yeah. So, obviously I'm not going to give any spoilers, because for people that haven't watched it, I'm not going to go along that route. But I want to say, I give a shout out to OGP first and Wet Movie 1. I get OGP what he's saying in this movie, because yeah, there was a little bit of those moments, and I understand that OGP fell asleep during certain scenes. And yes, I agree with Brendan, Wet Movie 1, very nostalgic. Yeah, but for me, personally, what makes a good movie for me is, I don't like a movie that drags on. I don't like a movie that's slow. All I'll say, this wasn't slow. This boom, 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 boom. But what I liked about it is, as in certain other horror movies or spoofs or whatever, it gives a bit of a backstory on our main character and what they're doing now. And it sort of like makes sense to have them as these certain things. And yeah, I agree. I like the fact that they killed the dad, and they made a funeral, and I like the fact how they got the way how he passed in the movie. So that's why I'm not spoiling it. I just want to say that funeral scene was pretty epic. You have to watch the funeral scene, because they done something, a really different take on something. And yes, we do get the scores, we do get a few little different scores as well. We do get a few different songs, and we also get a cameo by Danny DeVito, which I thought was fucking hilarious. And his little line, I will say this, where he goes, "Tuts," but I'm not saying which part of the film he said it in, because that will give it away, and who he says it to. And I'm glad that they've done it in like this direction, and especially with the backstory as well. I do like one of our characters in this movie's backstory, and I'll give you the clue. There was 2 languages spoke in this movie, and that's all I'm saying. And that's all I'm going to give away, because OMG, I will say this: was it better than the first? No. Was it a good sequel? Yes, in a way. But I'm glad that, I will say this though, not to disappoint anybody, but I'm kind of glad they didn't bring back the Maitlands, because this sequel actually concentrated on 2 different things, and it was good. Like, well, I'll say a couple of different things, but it was just, I will say you would have a good laugh with this movie. you would have, you would go, oh my word, you'd be like, what the? You will be saying that in a few little places, but like overall, if I was watching this as standalone, not knowing that it was a sequel, would I enjoy it? Hell freaking yes. And I do agree with Brendan, nostalgia, it is nostalgic, but I like the way that they've also brought in just a few little bits and pieces. That's why I don't want to spoil it, because you need to watch it. And these new little bits, these new little twists and turns, you wouldn't, and I will say this, you would not expect that this has happened in the movie, but it has. So that's what I'm saying. Do you think you'd get a third? I don't know, because of how the ending was. If Tim Burton could do it right, there could be a third, but I would be happy that it ended like that, in a way, if you get where I'm coming from. But that's why I didn't want to spoil it. I didn't want to say what happened, but I will say this, like, obviously my thoughts, it was, to me, I could laugh, I could go, oh my word, but I will say this, I didn't, like, obviously I get other people that they say that they find it boring and they fell asleep and it wasn't enjoyable. I just let it roll with the punches. Like, if I think 1 minute it's going to be boring, then like the next scene, like 2 minutes later, boom, put you back to what you want to see. But obviously I need to give me my rating now. Obviously, couldn't give it a 0 because I did enjoy it, but I can't give it a 10 because it wasn't like that much enjoyable. But I also can't give it a 5. I can't put it down the middle because I did enjoy it more than what I would have thought I would have enjoyed it. That's why I can't do a 10 and I can't do a 0 and I can't do a 5. So I'm actually going to give it an 8, a solid 8. I think it deserves that number for how they've created this part, like the second one. I do like the little twists, and kind of unexpected, but some bits they had to go down that route because of certain things that have happened, like real life. So I get why they done that, and it was good how they give props to Tim Burton. I do give props to Tim Burton and how they killed, obviously, one of the main characters. I'm on about because of the whole why he's in jail for being a pedophile. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying how he was killed off or whatever, but I just like the fact that Tim Burton did do that. And that's all I'm saying. So I'm going to give it an 8. I did enjoy it. There wasn't really any parts that I didn't enjoy. Good sequel. But if they did do a third, then yeah, I would like to see where they go from here. But if they keep it at the second one, I would be perfectly happy. So yeah, hope you enjoyed my non-spoiler review. Kind of non-spoiler, but that's all I'm saying. I haven't got into any gritty details of the movie or anything like that, which I hope that you'd enjoy. And I did hope that you enjoyed this review of Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, aka Beetlejuice 2. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Turn that notification bell on, you get a brand new video from me very, very soon. And yeah, I will definitely see you for another video soon. Ciao, ciao.